everybody, it's 3 a.m. I'm sitting here making some hex race, and I've been checking the GW website all night, and the facts are finally up. So I'm going to go over the Ork 6th edition fac, and where'd it go? There it is. Some of these, there's a couple questions in here that unfortunately were not answered because I don't have the rulebook in front of me, so we're going to have to check it out. Oops. So where I'm looking at here, reading Warhammer 40k Codex Orks official update for 6th edition. Your ratas are the same. Let's see, run herd profiles for breaker knobs, blah 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 blah. Amendments. Note this is an older codex written for a previous edition of the rules, therefore need to consult the reference section of the Warhammer 40k rulebook for an up-to-date list of unit types and vehicle hull points. Which I don't have the rulebook in front of me. I won't have that till I get to this shop later today. You'll also find that some of the weapons in this codex are written out longhand rather than the usual weapon profiles format in the 40k rulebook. Don't worry, these are functionally identical unless noted otherwise. 2 toughness values. When a model has 2 toughness values presented on its profile, which is one in parentheses, one of which is presented in brackets, always use the bracketed value. Ignore the other value entirely. I guess one of the biggest changes in 6th edition is that there's no longer a combination toughness. Or so bikers are no longer toughness 4 parentheses 5, they're just toughness 5. Which, if that's the case, if that's true, knob bikers are going to be the most amazing thing ever again. I can't believe this is an actual change in the rules, because that's been going on, I think, as far as I've ever played. But if knob bikers are actually toughness 5 and the war boss on a bike is actually toughness 6, I'm going to be breaking out my knob bikers again, and I'm going to tell the melt-a-guns and the missile launchers to suck it. 2 toughness, wow, that's a really big change. There's some other interesting changes in here. Let's see. It's kind of hard to read, and let me just put some X-rays on the screen. Did you look at some? Well, I can't see anything. Yeah, hold on just one second. Okay, now you can look at some hex rates while I'm talking instead. Because I thought I was going to be able to do some work, but I can't. Look at mold line cleaning and read the facts at the same time. Special rule. Let's see. This is interesting. If a unit rolls a 1 when wawing, you still take a wound, although armor saves will be taken as normal. Note this still applies even when an Ork player uses the fleet roll to re-roll a dice that rolled a 1. So if you roll a 1 because of charges 2d6, and a fleet gives you 3 of them, I guess, if I remember correctly. I might have to wait for the rulebook. But anyway, you can re-roll 1 or both of the dice, so even if you get a 1, you still take the wound, even if you re-roll the 1. So that's kind of interesting. Mechs Tools. Mechs Tools repairs a lost hull point in addition to weapon destroyed or immobilized. So a Mechs Tools, a Mech Boy, might actually be really good. You can put a Mech Boy in with your Burnas in a battle wagon, and he can restore a hull point on a 4. That's really freaking awesome. As expected, the custom force shield is dropped to 5 for everything, 5 plus for friendly vehicles, and 5 plus for all friendly units. Glory Hogs, let's see. And Glory Hogs, even though it's in red, it really hasn't changed. See, change the war bikes. Change the first sentence to read any model mount on a war bike, changes their unit type to bike, gains a 4 plus armor save, and has exhaust cloud. So it's just clarification. It's just rewording the things to match the 6th edition rulebook. Let's see, looted wagons. So it's just mainly battle wagon def roller. Any tank shock or ram made by a battle wagon def roller causes d6 strength 10 hits on the target unit. Prophet of the Wa. First paragraph. Almost for damage first turn. Gazgul, Prophet of the War, change the third paragraph to read. Furthermore, for the duration of the Wa, Ork infantry units automatically count as rolling a 6 if they run. I don't know what that means. I don't know, because they gain fleet. So I guess they're not. I guess you don't gain any bonus from the fleet anymore from the Prophet of the War. You just run. You still get an automatic 6 if they run, but there's no assaulting after running. Just like before, because fleet only rerolls dice. So yeah, it doesn't look like Gazgul's Wa is going to be quite as good. You don't get that automatic movement anymore. Here's an interesting change. Flash Gits. The Gits finders have replaced, replaces entry with Flash Gits shooting weapons have the ignore cover special rule. Since there's pre-measurings in, the Git finders did nothing. So now they gave them ignore cover. That's actually really good. That might not be all that bad. Maybe we're trying out. Let's see, Old Zogwart. Just again, Old Zogwart, just restating the rules to match the rule book. Boss Sag Strike, ignore the Furious Charge part. Again, with the swoop attack. Stick bombs. Stick bombs count as assault grenades in all respects. Refer to the Warhammer rulebook. I think you can throw assault grenades 8 inches like a strength 3 blast. And with the nerf to Furious Charge, you're probably also going to want stick bombs on more units so they can actually hurt vehicles. Reinforced ram. Just clarifying a vehicle with a reinforced ram can tank, shock, and ram. Wrecking ball. Decajet. Changed unit type to flyer. See. Yeah, there's a lot of facts in here about the new flyers. Decajet, aerial assault, and supersonic. Ignore those entries. Strafing run. Use the strafing run rule from the rulebook. Same with the burner bomber. Change it to flyer. Burner bomber. So the Decajet doesn't get aerial assault and supersonic anymore? Or is that just all flyers? No, all flyers get aerial assault and supersonic. Okay. Okay, just restating the flyers. Let's see here. And then after that, we get to the regular facts. There's only a couple changes in the actual facts. Of course, the first one is the cover save on the Corsair force field. What cover save does the force field give to vehicles within 6 inches? It's now 5+. Let's see what other kind of changes. Can the release of bomb squigs be performed during an Overwatch? No. So no bomb squigs on Overwatch. That's kind of interesting. Let's see. And that's really about, there's one, let's see. There's one other change I saw which is very interesting. Where is it? Here it is. Can unit tank busters choose to run in the shooting phase if their vehicle's in line of sight, but out of range of their weapons? The answer has been changed from no to yes. So tank busters can run instead of shooting. So that's very, very good for tank busters. That's really all the main changes. I'm really, really stoked about verifying that toughness 5 non-bikers. That's for darn sure. Sure, they lose wound allocation, but if they gain toughness 5, real toughness 5, then I won't care about missile launchers or Cyphermen anymore, and I might just have to break the non-bikers back out and even get more of them. Oh, wow, that's a huge change. Yeah. So there's really nothing. I'm kind of disappointed there was nothing more in here about the Prophet of the Law. Once I get the rule book and I know what fleet actually does, but it sounds like the Prophet of War has been kind of nerfed a little bit. Other than that, but oh my gosh. So that's about it. Just real quick going over the Ork facts for 6th edition. Any questions, of course, you can just refer to the facts yourself. They're available on the GW website. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave them down below. And I'm going to continue to work on my X-rays. Talk to you guys later.